Hello, my name is Lacey and I'm your English teacher for today. Welcome to the Eigo Love YouTube channel. Today we are going to be covering may and might. May and might typically discuss the possibility of something happening in a situation. First, it's important to know that may and might are modal verbs. It's important to note that may and might are modal verbs. And the structure for these are the modal verbs plus infinitive without to. So, for example, I might go shopping this weekend. Not, I might to go shopping this weekend. That's incorrect. Or, my friend may not come today. Not, my friend may not to come today. That's incorrect. So, just drop the to. And you can use it in the positive, negative, and a question form without a problem. I might buy a new car. Maybe. I might not buy a new car. Might I buy a new car? We can use the question here, but for might, it's not so common in American English. So first, and most importantly, most commonly, we have future and present probability. Now, technically, by the book, may is stronger probability and might is weaker. We have 100 and 0%, they're in the middle. However, usually English speakers don't think about this. We use them the same. May, might, it doesn't really matter in this case. So for example, I may buy a new car. I might buy a new car. It's the same. I may take a trip to Spain. I might take a trip to Spain. I might move soon. I don't like my house. I may move soon. I don't like my house. I might dye my hair. I may dye my hair. Now we have past possibility. We use may or might, have, and past participle. For example, he may have gone on break. He might have gone on break. She might have stayed home today. She may have stayed home today. She might not have come home yet. She may have not come home yet. Now for this, it's might have and may have, so sometimes we make it shorter. Might have, may have, might have, may have. Now, this doesn't sound like might have, may have. It sounds like of, might have, may have. Next, we have suggestion. We can use might want, may want. So, for example, you might want to hold off for a second. You may want to hold off for a second. You might want to call your mom. You may want to call your mom. So in this case, you're giving a suggestion, giving advice. Or you might want to start looking for a new job. You may want to start looking for a new job. Here too, may, might, it doesn't matter. Next, we have asking for permission or giving permission. May I use your restroom? Might I use your restroom? Here, may and might, they're not the same. Both are very polite. However, may is more common. In American English, we almost never hear might. It's very old. However, it's used a little bit in British English. But for me, I'm an American, so I don't use it. So for example, may I have dessert? Yes. Usually the answer is yes. However, the correct answer is yes, you may. Some parents or teachers may use this, but again, just yes is perfect and normal. And lastly, we can use may to express wishes. Here, we don't use might. In regular spoken English, we don't use this. However, typically in cards you see, may you have a great birthday, may you have a great marriage, etc. I hope that may and might are a little more clear to you now. Again, don't worry so much, there's not a huge difference except in some cases between the two. However, if you're studying may and might for textbook purposes, just remember that may is a little more strong. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!